Hey everybody, just a quick announcement before this video. We've got a very exciting new Patreon reward. It's another ship chart, but this time it's covering the CDF of Halpern's War. So there is a whole bunch of never-before-seen CDF ships from that era across this chart. Put together once again by the excellent Ethan LeRoith. It's a big old high-res image that you can go ahead and nab from Patreon at Wanderer tier or above. If that takes your interest, do check out the link below for our Patreon, and I hope you enjoy our latest ship breakdown.
In the decades since the Great Merician Re-emergence in summer year 210 PCU, the Marissian freehold has established itself as a juggernaut in the Tantalus cluster's economy. With grit, determination, and great patience, Marissians have not only survived their harsh predicament, but have also come out of it stronger than any other single system in Tantalus. Where the Centrum Assembly prides itself on its rich maritime and exploration traditions, as exemplified by the Centran Defence Force and CDF Discovery Service, no symbol greater represents the Marissian freehold as their treasure ships. At a length of 1,393 metres and depth of 400 metres, the 281 Pattern treasure ship is rivaled in scale only by the Grafton Gateworks GH1 Behemoth Gatehauler. The ship features 22 so-called cargo towers on which DLA standard cargo containers are magnetically affixed. Due to their massive surface area, the spines also serve as radiator surfaces for the four massive Grover Liftskilled Concussor 9 DFTR engines. Fluids, however, are stored in containers arrayed across the main hull, closer to the ship's center of mass. Treasure ships specialize in bulk cargo, trading speed and efficiency for massive carrying capacity. They rarely, if ever, transport perishables of any kind. The 281 Pattern is Gyrodyne Driveskill's latest refreshment of the original 197 Pattern treasure ship. Because of the years-long build time and massive resource investment for a new vessel, no two treasure ships are exactly alike, with many components being regularly replaced and updated. During every refresh, older models are upgraded to the new standard or retired from service. While Gyrodyne records are not readily available to the public or historians, or even meticulously kept, it is widely speculated that the eager consignment was an original 197 Pattern built prior to the end of the Marissian exile and still in service to this day. Acting as the centerpiece of Marissian commercial dominance, treasure ships are wound up in the most sought-after exclusive contracts. Such contracts are reserved only for the paramount guilds and companies in their respective fields. The exclusive contract for the construction of treasure ships is given to the Paramount Shipbuilding Guild in Marissia. This title has been held by Gyrodyne Driveskilled since before the Great Marissian Re-emergence. While other shipbuilding guilds have achieved paramountcy in shipbuilding, nearly every attempt to take on the contract for treasure ships has resulted in their near or total bankruptcy. Notably, Gyrodyne lost paramountcy to Tamworth Shipwrights in 233 PCU. In this time, they produced 2 Tamworth Super Conveyor treasure ships, the cost of which forced a restructuring of the company in 239, losing them paramountcy within just 6 years. After a brief struggle, City Wharf Driveskilled would achieve paramountcy in 240, producing one Sorkin-lifter-type treasure ship, which bankrupted the company and forced its closure. Gyrodyne would reclaim paramountcy in 245 PCU, and has not been meaningfully challenged since. The operation of treasure ships is handled by the Paramount Shipping Guild, NGS Freights Guild, who has held the title since its inception. While the title and contracts can, in theory, be passed to another company or guild, in practice, they are so lucrative that no other entity can even come close to matching their income or scale of operation. Prior to the Treaty of Mizudori, the job of escorting treasure ships was doled to contractors by the Paramount Paramilitary Company, which had been Shiltran Contractors for the longest duration. Though the company largely selected their own captains for escort duty, captains operating for other PMCs could theoretically also be selected. As such, many ship captains from numerous backgrounds often applied for the lucrative contracts. Since 291 PCU, the task has been given to the newly formed Marissian State Guard. The loss of revenue from this change is the main factor which allowed Latimer Associates to displace Shiltran Contractors as the paramount private military corporation. Treasure ships are deployed on years-long winding routes, travelling the breadth of Tantalus before returning to the city of Marissia for refit. While many consider these routes to be excessively slow, they make use of reliable, predictable forces, such as slingshot maneuvers and libration points to travel through systems. Because the routes last years, contracts for the crews are drawn up on a per-voyage basis. Entire families often make up the crews of these massive vessels. Even when the ships have returned to Marissia, where ships' crews normally reintegrate with the broader population, the strong social bonds of each crew means that they often form cliques near the ports. These families and social groups tend to take on contracts as a unit, even if they are deployed with a different ship. The concept of a treasure ship predates the Great Marissian Re-emergence. Originally built to haul bulk minerals from the planetoids of the system's remote companion, the brown dwarf Luster, to the holdfast that would become Marissia, the express delivery made exclusive use of orbital mechanics to slingshot between the mining operations and the holdfast. While shockingly slow, its massive haulage capabilities rewarded patience in the developing Marissian society. The express delivery would serve as the basis for the 197 pattern treasure ship, the first of which joined the group that travelled to the Hesemelis system in 210 PCU. Only one treasure ship has ever been lost to piracy, the Breakneck Portage, in winter year 287 PCU. Scheduled to pass through the Axius Centrum Gate on its way to the Vidara system, it was made to reroute through Atamara Crossroads due to the CDF fleet exercises. Because of the last-minute change, its escort detail was not able to be reinforced prior to the transit. Contact was lost with the Breakneck Portage and its escorts 5 hours after entering the Atamara system, and the ships failed to arrive at the Atamara Seravis Gate for their scheduled transit. In response to the disappearance of a treasure ship, the Freehold Directorate requested the intervention of the Centran Defence Force to investigate the disappearance. The Joint Task Force, led by Commodore Gaspar de Villepane, found the Breakneck Portage adrift without escorts or its crew at the edge of the Howling 5 days later. The entire ship had been stripped stem to stern for its useful components, including all 4 main engines. Notably, most of the bulk cargo, primarily raw resources used for construction or processing, had been left attached to the spines. In response to this historic incident, new, stringent regulations were placed on the movement of treasure ships. Routes were discouraged from incorporating the Atamara Crossroads unless absolutely necessary. A new minimum escort requirement was set in place, and, most notably, treasure ships were made exempt from reroute orders, even from the Centran Defence Force. This gentleman's agreement would be later codified in the Treaty of Mizudori. While relatively new, the Pattern 281 treasure ship builds on a well-entrenched tradition in Marissian and now broader Tantalus culture. Being the most reliable method for moving massive amounts of material, treasure ships are universally a welcome sight at any spaceport. Though the famine has stressed supply lines and dramatically slowed the production of new makes of this class of ship, the long service lives of these ships mean they will continue servicing Tantalus for decades to come.